What happens when leadership loses its way? Welcome to HisTime365. Today is day 236, and we're reading Jeremiah 22 to 24, where broken leadership meets God's promise of restoration and a future built on righteousness. The fate of kings and the promise of restoration. Have you ever wondered what happens when leaders forget their responsibilities? In Jeremiah chapters 22 to 24, we dive into the heart of God's message to Judah, focusing on the consequences of their actions and the hope that still remains. These chapters are a vivid reminder of how leadership influences the lives of many and how God's plans unfold even amidst human failure. In chapter 22, God speaks directly to the king of Judah, warning him about the dire consequences of his actions. The king, who is supposed to be a shepherd to his people, has become like a wolf, devouring the very sheep he is meant to protect. God tells him that if he does not act justly and fairly, he will face judgment. Execute judgment and righteousness, God urges. The king's failure to heed this warning leads to a dire future. God goes on to declare that this king will not be honored in his passing. He will be like a donkey, cast out and left unburied, a symbol of disgrace. As we continue into chapter 23, the tone shifts from judgment to a promise of hope. God speaks of the righteous branch that will come, a new leader who will reign wisely and justly. This is a clear foreshadowing of Jesus Christ, the ultimate shepherd who will care for his flock. In contrast to the current leaders who lead the people astray, this new king will bring peace and security. God reassures his people that despite their current suffering and the failures of their leaders, a time will come when he will gather them back together, restoring their fortunes and their land. Chapter 24 presents a vivid image of two baskets of figs placed before the temple of the Lord. One basket contains very good figs, while the other holds bad figs that cannot be eaten. This scene symbolizes the fate of the people of Judah. The good figs represent those who will be preserved and restored, while the bad figs symbolize those who will face judgment. God promises to be with the good figs, to build them up and not tear them down, to plant them and not uproot them. He reassures them that they will return to him with their whole hearts. I will bring them again to this place, God declares, highlighting his unwavering commitment to his people. As we reflect on these chapters, we can draw practical lessons relevant to our lives today. Consider the workplace, where leadership is critical. A manager who leads with integrity and fairness fosters a positive environment for employees, much like the righteous king God promises. On the other hand, a leader who neglects their responsibilities can create a toxic atmosphere, which affects morale and productivity. In our families, the principles of justice and care are paramount. Parents are called to lead with love and wisdom, guiding their children as God desires. When parents prioritize their personal needs over their children's well-being, it can lead to fractured relationships and a lack of trust. Financial stewardship mirrors these themes. When individuals make selfish or reckless financial decisions, it can lead to hardship not only for themselves, but also for their families. Conversely, wise financial management, saving, giving, and being responsible, can create a foundation of stability and security. In our digital lives, the role of leadership extends to how we engage with others online. Influencers and content creators carry a responsibility to lead by example, promoting positivity and honesty. Those who engage in negativity or deceit can lead their followers astray, just as the kings of Judah did. Finally, on the mental health front, we see how important it is to have supportive leaders in our communities, those who listen and offer help. A community that prioritizes mental well-being can bring healing and hope, just as God promises restoration to his people. As we close our reflection on Jeremiah 22 to 24, we see a clear message. God desires justice, mercy, and ultimately restoration. He holds leaders accountable while extending hope to those who seek Him. In every season of leadership, remember that true authority lies in serving others with love and integrity. Thanks so much for joining me today for HisTime365. Remember, today's reading is Jeremiah 22 through 24, so be sure to spend some time with those verses during your quiet time. Tomorrow, we'll be diving into Jeremiah 25 through 27, so feel free to read ahead if you'd like to prepare. If you enjoyed this time together, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so that you never miss a day on this journey. I'll see you back right here tomorrow for day 237. Until then, stay encouraged, and thank you for giving God His time today.